Today, I'm Pastor Emily. I'm the pastor at the McConnellsburg United Presbyterian Church, and this is my husband.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm the youth pastor at the McConnellsburg United Methodist Church.
Today, as we record this, it is the first Sunday of Advent 2020, November 29th. We are here to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing. We have teamed up as members of the churches here in McConnellsburg to share with you some meditations or stories, some devotions, maybe some songs, and lots of smiles as we head towards Christmas. Hopefully, we will help you understand more of what Advent is about and help us feel more connected during this time apart from each other when we usually would be spending Advent together at church.
Right. So we're going to be doing this series throughout Advent, hopefully bringing some smiles to you, like Emily said. And since today is our first video, we're going to be talking a little bit about what exactly Advent is. We're going to light our first Advent candle, and we're also going to get an Advent story. But before we get into all that,
I think it looks like we need a little bit more decorations in here if it's really Advent.
I agree,
So,
it's so sparse.
Give us just a second.
Much better.
That's much better. Well, like I was saying, today is the first Sunday of Advent. But Peter, could you explain to us why and what that means?
I sure can. So here is a big old calendar. To say it briefly, here's Christmas. You need 4 Sundays. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is today. It went off the calendar for December onto November 29th. That's today. So that's how you get to Advent.
Okay, so today is the first of 4 Sundays in Advent, which means it's Hope Sunday. We have 4 Sundays, so it's hope, peace, joy, and love. Those are the 4 biggies for Advent. Advent, in how we usually celebrate it, is all about waiting. It's about having patience. It's about anticipating what's about to happen on December 25th, Christmas. So Advent is just 4 weeks, but it really is a time to feel the chance to wait for Jesus to be born and to anticipate what that means, because that is a life-changing thing, not just for us, but for the entire world. The entire world is waiting for Jesus to be born, for him to save us, for him to change everything. So like we were saying, we light Advent candles to celebrate. You can do that too. So we're going to get our base. If you want to light your candles at home with us, first you need to get an adult or an older youth who is allowed to use fire. And then get yourself a sturdy base, something to put your candles in. We have just a clear bowl with sand in it. And then you need to get 5 candles.
Ooh.
Do the colors matter?
Not too much, but oftentimes different denominations do it differently, but oftentimes you'll see purple, purple, pink, purple.
And then this is
the Christ
candle.
Mm-hmm.
You'll start with this one because it's easy to place, right in the center. This is the candle we light on Christmas Eve. Then this is Hope Sunday, peace, joy, your pink one or whatever color you have. Love Sunday gets another purple candle.
Did you get to light the candle today in your church?
I did. Did you?
I did.
Oh.
So actually what's kind of cool about that is it's not just our 2 churches, it's all the churches in town, it's all the churches in the country, it's pretty much every Christian in the world today. It really is a nice unifying thing across the whole world for Christians to experience.
Absolutely. Just like we all experienced the flame of Christ, the light of Christ coming into the world on Christmas. Would you like to light our first hope candle?
Sure.
I have this book that says All Creation Waits, the Advent Mystery of New Beginnings. Right here in December, we notice there's so much darkness. The sun sets really early at 5 p.m. and it comes up at 7 or 7:30 even. So there's a lot less sunlight to play outside or to read by the window with. We notice that it gets darker. And all of creation does too. The animals know to start hibernating or to start storing up their nuts like the squirrels do so that they can survive in the winter.
Definitely.
And we know that in the darkness of our lives, Jesus helps us prepare. Jesus helps us survive in our darkest days as well. So we can be inspired by creation, knowing that creation is changed by Christ coming too. We can be inspired by every part of creation. On this first Sunday, I wanted to read to you a little bit about a painted turtle. The day is bright and warm, but the logs in the marsh pond are bare. Spring to summer into early fall, they served on sunny days as spa to a dozen or so painted turtles. I would see them basking, splay-legged, stretching their leathery necks out full length, avid for every luscious atom of sunlight and sun warmth. Out of sight now, they've not escaped the harsher cold that's coming. The water is maybe waist deep in this pond, but a murky soup clogged with roots and plants. One day in the fall, as water and air cooled at some precise temperature, an ancient bell sounded in the turtle brain, a signal. Take a deep breath. Each creature slipped off her log and swam for the warmer muck at the bottom. Stroking her way through the woven walls of plant stems, she found her bottom place. She closed her eyes and dug into the mud. She buried herself. And then pulled into her shell. Encased in darkness, she settled into a deep stillness. Her heart slowed and slowed almost to stopping. Her body temperature dropped and stopped just short of freezing. Now, beneath a layer of mud, beneath the weight of frigid water and its skin of ice and skim of snow, everything in her has gone so still. She doesn't need to breathe. And anyway, the iced-over pond will soon be empty of oxygen. Sunk in its bottom mud for 6 months, she will not draw air into her lungs. To survive a cold that would kill her or slow her so that predators would kill her, she slows herself beyond breath in a place where breath is not possible. And there she waits. As ice locks in the marsh water and howling squalls batter its reeds and brush beneath it all, she waits. It is her one work, and it is not easy. Oxygen depletion stresses every particle of her. Lactic acid pools in her bloodstream. Her muscles begin to burn, her heart muscles too. That acid has to be neutralized, and calcium is the element to do it. Out of her bones, then out of her shell, her body pulls calcium, slowly dissolving her very structure, her shape, her strength. But to move to escape, requiring breath in a place where there is no oxygen, that would suffocate her. So though she is dissolving, Every stressed particle of her stays focused on the silver bead of utter quiet. It's this radical simplicity that will save her. And deep within it, at the heart of her stillness, something she has no need to name, but something we might call trust, that one day, yes, the world will warm again, and with it, her life.
What a wonderful story for Hope Sunday. That is so amazing to imagine an animal not just sleeping or waiting, but going into nearly a dead state to wait. I'm sure that for some people, Advent or this whole year has felt less alive than they would have liked. For some, it may have even felt somewhat like hibernation, like a dead state, staying inside, not getting to see people that you miss. But it's really incredible to think about how the natural world, how the animals around us do that every year, and how they have maybe experienced something similar. Kind of makes me feel like more connected to creation, actually, to have experienced this year.
Thank you for joining us for today's video. We hope to see you tomorrow as we continue on our journey towards Christmas.
See you then.
Bye.